Today, I am so excited because we are introducing our first international guest, and her name is Aine. She has a heart of gold and lives in Ireland. She loves reading, spending time with her dog Honey, going to the gym, and is racking up the medals in Tenpin bowling. She is also an adult living with 22Q, and she shares her perspective with us today. So I'm honored to introduce you to Aine. Welcome to the 22Q podcast. My name is Becky White, and today we have our first international guest. Her name is Aine, and she is coming to us all the way from Ireland. So Aine, thank you for being on today and welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. We're so thrilled to have you. Aine and I connected through Instagram. She said she'd be interested on being on the podcast. She's also a supporter of the 22Q Family Foundation. And so we connected and here we are. And I'm so thrilled to have you on today. So before we get started, could you tell us something about Ireland that most people don't know?
It gets really cold in the winter time.
Yeah. How
yeah.
cold?
Like today is -3.
-3? Ugh.
Yes.
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you.
I even have my tea to heat me up.
I have my coffee. I'm ready to go too. But thank you so much for being on. This is a privilege. And just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live, where you work, and a little bit about your family.
Well, in Ireland, they call me Anya.
Aine.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can call me Abby too. I don't
Okay.
mind. I'm 39 this year. I live in Ireland with my mom and my brother and my dog,
What's your dog's name?
Honey.
Honey. So
Yeah.
cute.
She's a Shih Tzu Terrier.
Cute.
Yeah, she is so cute.
How old is she?
She's very old. She's 15. I have her 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Aww.
She is my best friend. We do everything together.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. And how is your brother, older or younger?
He's older than me. Yeah. And he has 2 kids. So I have a niece and nephew. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. And what do you do?
And I work in a preschool room from 3 to 4-year-olds.
That's fun.
Yeah. So
That's a
it's hard
lot.
work. It's fun, but it's hard work.
That is a hard work. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that since I've been 23, so I'm 39 now. Yeah, long time.
Do you enjoy it?
I do. I love it.
What do you like best about it?
Children just give you so much joy, and I love watching them grow and learn.
Yeah, they are special, right?
They are.
Yeah. And why did you agree to do this podcast? Why did you really want to be on today?
To raise more awareness about my condition. So I have a condition called 22Q. It's not very rare in Ireland, anywhere around the world, really. So it's good to get this awareness out into the world. I was diagnosed at 16, so I was very young. I'm about 39, so yeah.
How were you diagnosed?
Through a fish test. Yeah, they have fish tests back then. I was in a special school, and my teacher said to my mom, "Would you not consider the fish test?" So off I went, and it came back that I had 22Q.
Wow. So
Yeah.
16 you found out.
16, yeah.
And when you found out, how'd that make you feel?
A bit strange. Well, it kind of made a lot of sense because I knew I was different in somewhat way. So I was different from my peers.
Did you feel a sense of relief at all that you had an answer?
Oh, yeah.
Too?
Yes, definitely relief. Yeah.
Yeah.
It explained a lot. Like I had a lot of constipation issues, so I would struggle going to the toilet a lot. So that explained a lot for that. Yeah.
And what else growing up? What other health issues or operations did you have growing up?
Mostly ear, nose, and throat infections. I still suffer with them now. Yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get tubes at all in your ears?
And I got grommets taken out in my ears. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 ear operations, teeth operations. Teeth is another big issue. And yeah, a lot to take in.
Have you, on your journey with 22Q, have you been able to meet anyone else with 22Q?
Here in Ireland, we have what you call a YEEP group. So it's Young Experts Experience Panel. So I am with those ladies, and they have 22Q, and there's 7 of us, and we can speak to each other, and we are on the same journey together.
That is
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah, it is really nice.
When was that started and when were you introduced to it?
I was introduced to it when I was around 20, in my 20s.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did they reach out to you? Did you find them?
Well, my mom started everything because she's the chairperson of our charity group. So, and I'm the ambassador. So when we started the group, we got the girls together and we did so much research together. You know, we've traveled the world. We've went to loads of conferences, and it's just been a blast. Yeah.
That sounds wonderful. So where have you guys been?
Oh, well, recently we were in Croatia.
Wow,
Yes.
that's fun.
It was so much fun. I had a blast.
Good.
Yeah.
What was your favorite trip so far?
Definitely Croatia was nearly tops Disneyland.
Oh, in Disneyland. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Are you a big Disney fan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at your mug. Covered in Minnie. Love it. That is so wonderful that that was available to you and that you were able to connect with other
Oh, yeah.
individuals, especially in
Very,
Ireland,
yeah, very important to connect to other people that have 22Q.
right? And what
Yeah.
are their age ranges and what are they doing? Do you get to see them often too?
We do. We meet up regularly. We organize our meetups. We like to go shopping, cinema, all that kind of thing. And they
Very.
are in like their 20s, 30s. So around the same age as myself. Yeah.
That's great. That's so
Yeah.
wonderful. And tell me a little bit more about you. Did you have any other challenges growing up?
School was very difficult. I didn't know how to socialize, so I didn't have many friends growing
Mm,
up. Very difficult to comprehend school. But once I was put into a special needs school, I shined. I was
yeah.
a different person.
What grade did you go into that school?
We don't call it grades here, we
Oh,
call it years. So I was in primary school, I think you call it. Yeah, older
okay.
years, yeah.
Older years. Okay. So here in
Yeah.
the States, we call that high school.
Yeah,
High
yeah,
school.
similar,
Yeah.
similar, yeah.
All the differences. I love it. What was some of the things you really enjoyed about school once you changed over to that special school?
Well, when I went to the special school, I joined Special Olympics.
Oh, very nice. And what is your event?
Back then it was athletics, but now I do Tenpin bowling. Tenpin bowling is where you have a bowling ball and you push the ball down the lane to hit the pin.
Oh, very
Yeah,
nice. Very nice.
yeah.
Good. How's that going?
Good, really well. I just recently won a bronze medal at a Special
Yeah,
Olympic event. Yeah, so I'm very
that's
proud.
amazing.
Yeah.
Good. Was that your first medal or do you have many?
Oh, that's another collection.
That's part of the collection. I love how you
It's
threw your
part of
hand
the
up and were like,
collection.
no, you waved me away. You're like, absolutely not. I have plenty of medals. That's awesome. So you're part of Special Olympics.
Yeah.
And what sort of joy do you get out of Special Olympics? What do you love most about
Um,
it?
I love being a part of Special Olympics. It's like being a part of a family. You don't have to fit in. You don't have to try and be someone else to fit in. You can be
Mm-hmm.
yourself and have fun
Mm-hmm.
and make friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Will you ever try any other events, or are you sticking with Tenpin?
Well, I'm sticking with Tenpin bowling.
Sticking with Tenpin. And when you compete, is it as a team of four or is it individual?
You can do individual and team as well. Yeah,
What do you prefer?
individual.
Individual. You're like,
Yeah,
I want that medal.
yeah. I'm competitive, so
I am too, girl. I am too. So I like it. That's great. What else do you enjoy?
I love following my favorite bowler online,
Who's that?
Shannon O'Keefe. Have you ever heard of her?
I have
She's a
not.
she's an American bowler, by the way.
Okay.
She's won multiple titles. Um,
Yeah.
she's competing in New York next June, so I hope to travel over there to see her. Yeah.
That's exciting. Where in New
Mhm.
York?
It's in Rochester,
Okay.
Statesboro. Yeah, somewhere
Nice.
like that.
Will
Yeah.
that be your first time in the States?
No, this will be my fifth time in the States. Yeah.
So you have traveled, my dear.
Oh, I have. 22
Yeah.
Q takes me everywhere. I
Yeah.
speak a lot at the conferences, so I travel around the world. It takes me everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what other conferences have you been to?
Oh no, I was once in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I was once in Disneyland. I was
Mm-hmm.
once in England. I was once here and there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
is that through the International 22Q Foundation? What foundation is that through?
Yeah, we were there with them in Croatia. Yeah, so we traveled with them as well. Yeah.
Mhm. Nice.
The
That's
next one will
wonderful.
be in Portugal.
Next will
So
be
I get to go
Portugal.
there.
That's great. When's that one going to be?
2024. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And when you go to these conferences, what do you share with the audience? What do you talk about?
We share our stories
Mm-hmm.
and what it's like having 22Q. I get to meet more people.
Mm-hmm.
I get to meet more families, which
Yeah.
that part really is the part I like.
It allows you to connect with families around the world, which is incredible.
Absolutely, yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Amazing. If I go home with a smile on my face because I'm not on my journey by myself. So I have all these other people on my journey as well.
It's so
It's a nice
true.
feeling. It's a
Yeah,
nice feeling.
it is a nice feeling. That's great. And when you're at the conferences, what is it that people really thank you for sharing? Like, is there something specific that you share that people really
Um,
gain a lot from?
I mostly share top 10 tips on how to manage stress or top tips on how to find your hobby or
Nice.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you share some of the stress tips that you use?
But yeah, I use relaxation music. So I put it on at nighttime when I go to bed. And I have a little notebook by my bedside. So I write whatever is bothering me in my head. And I'm a poetry writer as well. So I
Are
write
you?
poems. Yeah.
Could you read me one? Do you have one?
No, I don't have one on me now.
All right.
I will send you one though.
Please
I need
do.
to post
Please
it.
do. I will. I will. What other stress tips do you do?
I love the gym, so I'm a big gym freak.
Mm-hmm.
I go like 3 days a week,
Good
and
for
I have my
you.
own personal trainer, so she helps me a lot.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so good. That's so good that you're getting out there, that you're moving your body, you're doing all the right things.
I
And
can't say it enough. You really do have to move the body because there's so much stress in here that we have to release, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I use my exercise, my relaxation
Mm-hmm.
music. I do yoga too. Yoga as well.
Yeah, that helps me too.
Yeah, I love yoga.
Me too. I'm not
Yeah,
that great, but I like
me
to do
neither. But I
it.
do it anyway.
Yeah, right. My yoga teacher always says, just get upside down. Get it upside down, you'll feel better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We can do what we can in yoga. Yeah,
exactly. At least we're
yeah,
there. We're trying.
yeah, exactly.
And what are some of the biggest struggles for you navigating your 22Q?
I think if I didn't have a routine, my mind would explode.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think it's very important that we have a routine and that we have a full jam-packed day to keep us busy and try and motivate ourselves more and get out more and get into the community more as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what does a typical day look like for you?
Well, for me, I would get up and go to work and then come home, have a bit of lunch, and then I'm off out bowling. I go training, I go to the gym, I come back and I have a little bit of TV time, walk the dog. Yeah, I'm always busy.
That's good though. That's good.
Yeah.
What do you like to watch on the TV?
Oh, I love The Big Bang Theory
Good one.
and Friends.
I love
Yeah.
Friends. Yeah, I was watching the one when Joey does the soap opera party on the roof last night.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I love Friends too. At the end of the day, I just like if I just need a laugh, you know,
Yeah.
just throw it on, just throw on an episode. It's just like 20 minutes
Yep.
or so. Yeah.
Absolutely good to end your day of that.
Yep.
I love Home and Away, the soap opera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I
Mm-hmm.
love Knight Rider. And I love Walker, Texas Ranger as well.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
used,
I love
I
all the
watched that
old.
the old stuff. That's good though.
Yeah.
I watched that
Yeah.
when I was younger. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love them all.
That's awesome. And what are any struggles that maybe your friends or family don't see?
They don't see the pain that we go through. Like with me, my ear infections. They don't see that. And they don't see the battles that we face every day. That it's hard to get up some mornings. So they don't see that either. They don't see my anxiety. They don't see my hospital appointments. They don't see me traveling all the way over to my appointment. Um, yeah, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what are some of the things that bring on anxiety, or does it just happen? Is it just something that you live with all the time?
Yeah, for me, it just comes on all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if I can't do anything right, like a task, I get really frustrated and then anxiety kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then would you use one of your steps to help you through it? What helps you the
Yeah.
most?
I'm trying to teach myself to be calmer. So I try and, just breathe. Breathing is so important. Deep breaths.
It's funny because it's the one thing we need to survive. And yet
Yeah.
when we're stressed out, we forget to do the one thing we need to do to keep
Breathing.
us
Yeah.
alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great tool, finding your breath. And for anyone listening that has 22Q, what do you want to say to them? What do you want to give them encouragement,
I
give them hope? What do you want to say to them?
I would say never let it define who you are. Um, Go for your dreams, go for your goals. Never let anyone tell you you're not worth it, because you are worth it. 22Q for me is just the name of a syndrome, so it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, I'm out here in the world, going for my dreams. You can too.
I love it.
Yep.
That's perfect. What are your hopes and dreams for the future?
Me, I hope to have my own independence. So maybe one day live on my own, have my own little apartment, and maybe win more medals for bowling.
I like it.
Maybe knock out some more records in bowling as well. Yeah,
Good.
loads. I have a list.
Good. It's good to have hopes and dreams, right?
It is, definitely.
And if you could go back in time when you were 16 and you found out your diagnosis and you could go up to yourself and tell yourself something at 16, what would you tell your 16-year-old self?
I would say everything will be okay and you will turn out just fine. Because we spend our time worrying so much that we forget that we're going to be okay.
It's so true. Do you have anything else you want to add or talk about? Certain like surgeries or operations or medical appointments that were really tough that you got through? Anything like that?
Oh, I got through a lot. Like my grommets were the toughest operation.
Yeah.
My right ear and left ear, my grommets came out. That was a tough time. But I got through it. And I had my teeth taken out as well. There's loads more, but I can't remember because I was very young. So
Yeah.
but I did get through it. And like other people will as well,
Yeah.
There's a lot of good technology out there now.
And for any parents listening that have 22 cute kiddos, what advice do you have for them?
Find the right environment for your child, because once they have the right environment and the right support, they will shine bright like a star.
I love it.
Yeah.
Great advice. And if people want to connect with you on social media, is it okay for us to share your?
Yeah, they can. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook.
All right. I will post it in the link of this episode. But
please, yes.
What sort of resources or books or support groups have been really, really helpful for you that you might want to share with everyone?
I recently just joined another support group called Rare Disease Ireland. So it's all different diseases. And I go with them to conferences as well. And I meet more families. And they have been very helpful with 22Q Ireland. So I think it's good that charities link in with other charities, because two heads are better than one, I always say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Books. I've just been reading inspirational stories. So I've been reading a lot of David Goggins. He's very inspirational. Shannon O'Keefe, she's very inspirational. And I also love Dwayne Johnson, so I've been reading him up on him as well. Just that's what I read. Inspirational stuff. Yeah.
Well, you seem like just a delightful person, and I wish that you lived closer so we could meet. But is there anything?
I'll be over next year.
I know. In New York. I know. We got to make that happen.
I'll be over next year.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to mention about 22Q or anything I might have missed?
No, I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this was such a joy. Thank you so much for being on. And
thank you so much for having me.
Oh, of course. And just keep being your amazing self and let me know when you win more medals, girl.
I will.
All right. Aine, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being on the podcast today, but also thank you for broadening my horizons and reminding me that individuals with 22Q are not just here in the US, they are all around the world, and we are all a part of this 22Q family and on this journey together. So thank you for being on. You are such a positive, bright light, and it was truly a joy getting to speak with you today. So thank you. And to all of our listeners, if you'd like to contact me, you can reach me at 22qpodcast@gmail.com with any questions, comments, Or if you are interested in being on this podcast, let me know. And never forget, 22Q family, that you are not alone.